to Black Diesel Garage, and today we're gonna do a will it run video on this inline 4-cylinder 5-speed 2-wheel drive 80s-ish square body Ranger. And it's a free motor. Its oil's all right. I checked the oil before it was moved onto this barrel a while back. And if it does run, and I guess even if it doesn't, if the motor seems to be good, I'll pull it out and stick it into another Ranger of the exact same concept, except for white and better condition. So let's get into it. And I'm gonna start off, I didn't see radiator fluid. The oil was good one day when I checked it when it was on a flat plane. Now checking the oil won't tell me too much now that it's at an angle. I popped it into neutral and I'm gonna go ahead and throw a battery in it. Hopefully this thing will just fire up and I don't have to tinker with it. If I do have to tinker with it too much, I'll probably just pull the motor, because if the motor turns over, it's probably good. Not off to the best start. I didn't hear any electrical noises putting the cables on. No sparking or nothing. I don't think this is gonna do anything. It does things. Okay, so throwing in the battery, it didn't make any sparks or nothing. I didn't think I had a good connection. But it did turn over when I pushed the clutch and turned the key. Get up here. There's my distributor. There's the thing for the thing and the other things for the things. I do have this dealio, which I figured went on there. And I got that dealio and that dealio. And that looks like a really important computer type dealio. But I don't see where none of that plugs into. Got ketchup on my hand. Got ketchup on my battery, don't ask why. But it turns over. I don't know if we're getting spark. I hope we are. Looks like, to my knowledge, most of the stuff to start the engine is there. I don't know why that computer dealio is there. Has a mechanical pump, so if it has fuel, I should get fuel. Don't quite know what goes there. That could be important. I'm just gonna go ahead and hop up here with a pair of pliers and jump off of the solenoid and dump some fuel down the carb and see if it fires off. Key is on, and I only have the tiniest bit of starting fluid. Well, it spins over pretty good, but wasn't enough starting fluid. That didn't work too well. There's an air breather stud there. I was gonna pop the can on and I just sent it through. Probably not the best idea, but that might pop the can. Would have thought that would have fired it. Just a wee bit of 2-cycle gas. That might have been more than a wee bit. Huh. I would almost say we're not getting a spark. Okay, so you just saw from starting it inside, it acted like it wanted to fire. So I'm gonna go ahead and dump a little more fuel down the carburetor and try from inside again. Well, it kind of sort of ran. Maybe if I do this enough times, maybe it'll have some fuel in the tank it'll pick up and throw into the carb. Probably at a steep enough angle that it probably doesn't, but it's worth a shot. Well, it doesn't appear that any of the gauges are working on the inside, but that kind of acted like it almost was running off its own fuel for a minute. But the fuel gauge does say empty, but yet again, I don't think they're working. Yeah, I don't think it's getting fuel, but my lucky day, here's a water bottle on the ground. I have just a tiniest bit of fuel in the in my gas can. There you go. I'm gonna go ahead and poke a hole in this and fill it up with some fuel. You can see that's definitely, hopefully you can see, bluish weed eater gas. Or actually chainsaw gas. Who uses weed eaters? So maybe now I can turn it over with my pliers, shoot this in there, and keep it running that way. But so far what I heard, other than not having some fuel, that sounded pretty good. Well, I can't turn it over at the same time as operating the throttle, and it does not seem like it wants to run good enough to fire it and switch over and operate the throttle. Seems like it wants to die before I'd have time for that, and I have minimal amount of gas. So I think I'm going to try to pry the throttle open with a screwdriver or something, leave it partially open. Need a smaller screwdriver. Or you know what? I'm already up here on top of this thing. Maybe I can swap my tools out. Nope, need something smaller. Now, this ain't very big around, but it'll probably do. Alright, that works semi alright. Let's see what we can do. That is weird. It just acts like it doesn't want to fire unless I'm inside the truck. Which shouldn't have anything to do with turning the key, but it probably has something to do with having the clutch pedal to the floor. We're bypassing it by turning it over from the solenoid. I've never had an issue with them not firing like that. I've not messed with these Rangers before, so there's the possibility that it could be shutting off spark without me turning it from the key. Or without me stepping on the clutch or something. So I'm going to prop something on the clutch and hope that's the issue and see if it makes a change. So it probably won't stay any good, but there's my clutch rod setup. Really wants to buckle at the radio. Key's in the on position, clutch is pushed down. Let's see where we get now. Nothing. That seems a bit odd to me. Now watch, I'll probably get in there, step on the clutch, and it'll probably fire with all that fuel. Which now I'm starting to think it's the key. Well, for some reason it wants to do it with the key. And I'm having a feeling it's spark for some reason. Like, just doesn't want to give it spark. Well, I'm gonna call that running. Probably not quite what you guys wanted to see, but I thought I was coming prepared today, and I wasn't, because I didn't bring any electrical stuff, which I didn't have to have, and I also did not bring fuel. I was planning on buying starting fluid and filling a can up with fuel before I got down here, but I plumb forgot about that. So I would say that motor runs pretty good just from the little bit I heard. I didn't really get to hear it running good. I let off the key sometimes and it'd run for a tiny bit. I didn't hear any weird block noise or nothing. So I'd say it's a good motor. But I really can't move on without going somewhere to get stuff, and I don't really have the time for that, and I know what I need to know. So I am going to pull that motor, and I'm going to stick it in a nicer one of these. And if you guys want to hear it actually running good, there will be another video coming out hopefully pretty soon on it in the other truck, and we'll probably go ahead and do a little driving video with it down the road and stuff. And we'll show the install, and maybe not, I might show pulling the motor out of this one. Alright, well I think all I have is an aftermarket oil pressure line on the back of the motor. If these things don't pull off easy, I'll just cut them off, heater core hoses. And the tranny bolts, and I think that's all that's left. Just remembered, I also have exhaust manifold bolt, or exhaust, yeah, the manifold to the pipe bolts. Someone's red rag. Here's our metric bolts. It's a 14 rather than 9/16. It's a smidge bigger. It's out. All you need is a guy who knows what he's doing with the forklift, and they'll pop right out of there. So let's go install it. Don't know if that's on this video or the other video, but that's probably on a video. So let's go do that. Thanks for watching Black Diesel Garage. If you'd subscribe and ring the bell to keep on being notified of more videos that come out, I appreciate that. I appreciate the support. Any likes or comments are appreciated too. But thanks for watching. Bye.